morning, beautiful people. I hope you've had a good rest, a good evening, or a good night. I hope everything is feeling up and joyful and happy. Probably not, but I hope it's there. Yeah, I'm back again doing one of my videos. I seem to sort of be thinking about these a lot and I'm enjoying them. So I'm setting the scene and I want to talk to you more about embolic, and I'm going to call this video The Spirit of Rowan because it's a Rowan moon. Now, it's also full moon in Leo. It's 99% out there at the moment, and I'm recording this sort of Wednesday morning. So the full moon hits, basically it's a 3-day thing, so 99% today and then 100% tomorrow, so it's full on tomorrow and then the next day it's sort of slightly off. But it's the full moon in Leo, and Leo magic is always about self-focus, so we have to focus on ourselves. Now, okay, whether you believe in astrology or all of this or not, but the moon and the planets and the stars are affecting us. So, and it's also affecting the whole season change in the tides. So belief is not necessarily important. It's more just finding a coping mechanism here. So the spirit of the Rowan is the spirit of rebirth. It's a mountain ash. It grows on very, very sparse slopes. It can sort of put itself, it grows and thrives and flourishes in very, very sparse conditions. So it's a good totem right now. So the Rowan moon, it actually, I think it represents embolic on the 4th of February, but we'll do the whole sort of, it's usually a week. See, these are all farming traditions. So the ancient pagans sort of believed in the farming thing. So it was when basically when the sheep started to give birth and the new milk flowed. But with full moon, it's also a wolf moon. So protect your pack, protect yourself, protect your pack. It is actually quite important. There's an awful lot of shit going down. It doesn't really matter where you look. There's a lot of sickness and illness, but I can't help thinking that there is always sickness and illness at this time because basically this is the time of retreating. So life retreats a bit. But as soon as embolic hits on, we have a fullness of life again. It starts to return. Just trickles, just little bits, but it's still enough to tap into. It's still very important to go out and tap into the earth and find connection because, yeah, it's not all of our times. This is our time to live. And while we're alive, there is hope. So don't give up hope, please. There seems to be an awful lot of tide of people thinking, what is the point? And I can share that sometimes. What is the point? Well, there actually was no point to an awful lot of the ways we were living. And that's the honest truth. The ways we were living to earn money, pay the bills, to, you know, sort of earn money to pay the bills. That sort of cycle is over. Yes, I know, I'm simplifying it. But I was watching We Got a Problem on YouTube. You see, on BitChute, I think it was, because these people are the ones that I go to for my news and what's going on in the world. And I like We Got a Problem. He has a very passionate speech about, I think it's one of the politician ladies, and she's amazing. Anne Whittaker, I think. She's doing, it's an old Brexit speech, but wow, that's pretty cool stuff. Okay, but he was talking about Jacob Rees Mogg and how he has said that we consent to all this. So he, as a government official, is saying, an MP, an elected MP, is saying that we consented to losing our businesses, to being sent to our bedrooms like naughty children, to obey rules and regulations. Apparently we consented it and they can do anything they like to it. Now, I would imagine he's done a fair bit of law. And even though We Got a Problem talks about, it's a load of bullshit, bullshit, he was yelling, we have not given consent. Do you know what? We give consent in so many different ways. I wouldn't be surprised if he was right. Rees Mogg probably knows his law. And common law and spiritual law and the statute laws, I learnt that a long time ago, and it's a nasty, sneaky business. It really is. And if you vote for somebody, you are signing over your authority. And they kind of can do what they like. So in a lot of ways, consent was probably given. So from the spirit of Rowan, which is a hardy serpent energy, I take back my consent. I didn't vote, so I don't feel I signed over. However, it is a archetypal, it's a archetypal thing. It's a thing that it all encompasses. So by the majority consenting, we allow ourselves to be ruled by that. Just like Brexit, just like pretty much the elections in America, you are swayed and expected and eventually consent to the majority of what goes on. Now, I'm bitterly disappointed with the majority. I am aware so much of the divisions now that has got deeper and deeper. There are those that have queued up and have vaccines, and there are those who wear masks, and there are those who obey blindly and do as they're told, and then there are those that don't. That division is getting wider, and it's scaring me quite a lot. I have friends on Facebook who can't wear a mask. I can't wear a mask, and it's like we cannot comply. So we can't get vaccinated. Vaccinations would kill us probably. So divisions. So with the Rowan, you also get the serpent and the Kundalini, the connection from your spiritual source to your material world. And that's where I'm going to focus my meditation, this symbolic, the Kundalini. I need to raise energy from my spiritual source, because everywhere I look right now is division and divided. And it's unkind, it's cruel, and it's wrong. It's just, it was wrong. If you go back to one of my videos in March, I could feel the division starting there. It was wrong. And it's calling out to my gut and my heart and my soul that this division is wrong. And I don't know what the solution is. That's what I'm going to look for when I do Embolic. I will do a circle of the year, hoping that a solution will come. Because this is a new life, this is a rising tide, this is a self-focus full moon. So you focus on yourself, you protect your pack, you protect yourself. That is the spirit of Rowan. And you take back whatever consent you gave. It's quite allowed, you know. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I figured Brexit was a good thing. I might have been wrong about that. But however, I'm still thinking that was a good... I thought Boris would be amusing and not so bad. And he is an utter failure. So I was wrong. I take back consent with what I've given. And that's where I am at this moment. So in the spirit of Rowan, I take back my consent. And in the spirit of the Embolic that is upon us, I embrace the rising tide. And that is where I am right now. I love you lots. Take care of each other and yourselves. Bye now.